Let me ask you something honestly. Has this ever happened to you? Someone suddenly starts speaking English with you, and even though you know some English words, you still don't know what to say.
Yes, your mind goes blank. You start thinking in your language, trying to translate, and by the time you find the words, the conversation is already over.
This is one of the biggest problems English learners face.
They study grammar for years, they memorize vocabulary, but when it's time to speak, they feel nervous.
But here is the truth most people don't realize.
You don't need thousands of English sentences to start speaking.
In fact, if you learn just 30 simple daily sentences, you can handle many everyday conversations.
Yes, these are sentences people use again and again in real life.
In this video, we are going to show you 30 daily English sentences that will make your conversations easier and more natural.
And don't worry, these sentences are very simple.
Even beginners can start using them today.
But here's a small challenge for you while watching this video.
Try to repeat each sentence after us.
Yes, speaking out loud will help your brain remember faster.
All right, Alex, let's begin with the first few sentences people use every day.
Sentence number 1.
Good morning.
This is the first sentence many people say when they meet someone in the morning.
For example, if you meet your colleague at work, you can say, "Good morning."
Simple, friendly, and very common.
Now let's move to sentence number 2.
How are you?
This sentence is used everywhere.
Friends say it, teachers say it, even strangers sometimes say it.
When someone asks, "How are you?" you can answer in many ways.
For example, I'm good.
Or, "I'm doing well."
Or even, I'm fine, thank you.
All right, let's continue.
Sentence number 3.
"I'm doing well, thank you."
This is a polite and natural response.
Native speakers use it very often.
Now let's look at sentence number 4.
"Nice to meet you."
You usually say this when you meet someone for the first time.
For example, if someone introduces you to a new friend.
You smile and say, "Nice to meet you."
Simple and polite.
Now let's move to sentence number 5.
"What are you doing?"
This is a very common question.
Friends ask it when they call you.
Or when they see you working on something.
For example, "What are you doing?"
You can answer like this: I'm studying.
Or, "I'm watching a movie."
All right, we have already learned 5 useful daily sentences.
But wait, the next sentences are even more useful for everyday conversations.
Yes, these will help you when you are talking about your plans or daily activities.
So, keep watching carefully.
Now let's learn sentence number 6.
Where are you going?
People ask this when they see you leaving somewhere.
For example, if your friend sees you getting ready to go outside.
They might ask, "Where are you going?"
A simple answer could be, "I'm going to the store."
Or, "I'm going to work."
Now let's move to sentence number 7.
I'm going to work.
This is a very common sentence people say in the morning.
For example, someone might ask, "Where are you going?"
And you answer, "I'm going to work."
All right, sentence number 8.
"I'll call you later."
This sentence is very useful when you are busy.
For example, if a friend calls you but you cannot talk.
You can say, "I'll call you later."
Simple and polite.
Now let's learn sentence number 9.
"Give me a minute."
People say this when they need a little time.
For example, if someone asks you something while you're busy.
You can say, "Give me a minute."
This means you need a short moment before responding.
Now let's learn sentence number 10.
That sounds great.
This sentence is used when you like someone's idea.
For example, if your friend says, "Let's go out for dinner."
You can reply, "That sounds great."
It shows excitement and agreement.
Great. We have now learned the first 10 daily English sentences.
But don't relax yet, because the next sentences will help you handle real conversations even better.
Yes, these will help you when you handle real conversations even better.
In the next part, we will show you more sentences that native speakers use every day,
And some of them will help you when you don't understand something in English.
which is a situation every learner faces.
So keep watching,
Because the next sentences might be the ones you use the most.
where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.
Welcome back. Before we continue, let's do something important.
Yes, let's quickly repeat the first sentence together.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
What are you doing?
Where are you going?
I'm going to work.
I'll call you later.
Give me a minute.
That sounds great.
Perfect. These 10 sentences already help you start simple conversations.
But now we're going to learn something even more important.
Yes, what should you say when you don't understand something in English?
This happens to every learner.
And many learners make a big mistake here.
They stay silent.
Or they just smile and say nothing.
But native speakers don't expect perfect English.
They just expect communication.
So let's learn some sentences that help you continue the conversation.
All right, sentence number 11.
I'm a little busy right now.
This sentence is very useful.
For example, imagine someone calls you while you are working.
You can say, I'm a little busy right now.
This politely tells the person that you cannot talk at the moment.
Now let's continue.
Sentence number 12.
Let's talk later.
This sentence is often used after the previous one.
For example, I'm a little busy right now. Let's talk later.
Simple and natural.
Now sentence number 13.
What do you mean?
This is a very useful question.
If someone says something and you don't understand it clearly,
You can ask, what do you mean?
this helps the other person explain their idea again.
Now let's move to sentence number 14.
I understand.
You say this when you understand what someone explained.
For example, your friend explains a plan.
And you say, I understand.
Now, sentence number 15.
I don't understand.
This sentence is extremely important for learners.
Because many learners feel shy saying this.
But remember something important.
Even native speakers sometimes say, I don't understand.
It is completely normal.
And it helps the conversation continue.
All right, now we move to sentence number 16.
Can you repeat that?
This sentence is very helpful when someone speaks too fast.
For example, imagine someone gives you directions quickly.
You can say, can you repeat that?
This gives you another chance to understand.
Now, sentence number 17.
Please speak slowly.
This is another powerful sentence.
If someone is speaking too fast, you can politely say, please speak slowly.
Most people will happily slow down.
Now sentence number 18.
That's a good idea.
This sentence is used when you like someone's suggestion.
For example, if a friend says, let's watch a movie tonight.
You can respond, that's a good idea.
Now, sentence number 19.
No problem.
Native speakers use this sentence a lot.
For example, if someone says, thank you for helping me.
You can reply, no problem.
Simple and friendly.
Now, sentence number 20.
I agree with you.
This sentence is used when you share the same opinion.
For example, your friend says, this restaurant is really good.
And you say, I agree with you.
Great. Now we have learned 20 daily English sentences.
But don't stop here.
Because the final 10 sentences are extremely useful in real conversations.
These sentences will help you express opinions, react to situations, and continue conversations naturally.
And some of them are phrases native speakers use every single day.
So stay with us.
Because in the next part, we will learn the final 10 daily English sentences.
And after that, we will show you how to combine these sentences into a natural conversation.
Which will make your English sound much more confident.
So let's continue.
Welcome back. If you are still watching, that means you are serious about improving your English.
And that's great because the next sentences are some of the most useful ones in everyday conversations.
Yes, these sentences help you express your thoughts more clearly.
All right, let's continue.
Sentence number 21.
Let me think about it.
This sentence is useful when someone asks you a question and you need some time to decide.
For example, imagine your friend asks, do you want to travel this weekend?
You might say, let me think about it.
It means you need some time before giving your answer.
Now let's move to sentence number 22.
That makes sense.
This sentence is used when you understand someone's explanation.
For example, your friend explains why they were late.
And after listening, you say, that makes sense.
It shows that you understand their reason.
All right, sentence number 23.
I'm not sure.
This sentence is used when you don't know the answer to something.
For example, someone asks you, is the store open today?
You can simply say, I'm not sure.
Short, honest, and natural.
Now let's go to sentence number 24.
I'll try my best.
This sentence is very positive.
For example, imagine your teacher says, please finish this task today.
You can reply, I'll try my best.
It shows effort and responsibility.
Now, sentence number 25.
It depends.
This is another very common sentence.
People use it when the answer is not simple.
For example, someone asks, will you go out tonight?
You might answer, it depends.
Maybe it depends on your work or your mood.
Exactly.
Now we are moving to the final 5 sentences.
And these are extremely common in daily life.
Sentence number 26.
What happened?
You use this when something unexpected occurs.
For example, if your friend looks upset,
You might ask, what happened?
it shows concern and interest.
Now, sentence number 27.
What's going on?
This sentence is similar, but it is used when you want to know what is happening.
For example, if you see many people talking about something,
You can ask, What's going on?
Very common and natural.
Now, sentence number 28.
Don't worry about it.
This sentence is used to comfort someone.
For example, if someone apologizes for a small mistake,
You can say, "Don't worry about it."
it helps the other person feel relaxed.
Now, sentence number 29.
Take care.
People often say this when saying goodbye.
It shows kindness and concern.
For example, when leaving a friend.
You say, take care.
And now, the final sentence.
Sentence number 30.
See you later.
This is one of the most common ways to say goodbye.
Friends, coworkers, and even family members use it every day.
And just like that, you have learned 30 daily English sentences.
But learning sentences is only the first step.
The real improvement happens when you start using them.
So here is a small challenge for you.
Try using at least 5 of these sentences today.
You can use them with friends, coworkers, or even practice by yourself.
Yes, speaking out loud helps your brain remember faster.
And remember something important.
Fluent English is not about using complicated words.
It's about using simple sentences confidently.
And the 30 sentences you learned today can already help you in many conversations.
If you practice them regularly, your speaking will improve naturally.
All right, everyone. We hope this lesson helped you learn something new.
If you enjoyed this conversation, keep practicing with us.
And if you want to improve your English even faster,
Watch our next video where we practice real English conversations step by step.
thank you for watching,
Keep practicing.
and see you in the next lesson.
See you later.